Hello, everyone. It's been kind of a wild day today. We are in hell week of this move, so this week is like the last week we can do anything, and I'm fairly certain we've got between 20 and 15% of this apartment left to move out. And today is my last day off before I start working. My Monday is Thursdays, so this is my Sunday, and I was kind of feeling the pressure last night, and I expressed to Mrs. Winchester how stressed I am, and I really wish that she would take it a bit more seriously. So she says that we're gonna take it out today, we're gonna get everything out, and then we can just focus on stuff in the house. And I was like, okay, I can work with that. Yeah, it's not easy when you and your partner do not have the same work schedule. She's a typical, Monday to Friday and then every other Saturday work week. And the typical, like 8 to 4 or 8:30 to 4:30, I think. Depends on when she gets there. But like that she has a normal work schedule, and I do not. So it's been a struggle trying to coordinate and get things taken care of, because she has a truck and I have a sedan. So sedans can only do but so much. And then her truck is what we've been putting furniture in and stuff like that. And it doesn't help that our apartment is on a second floor, so moving things up and down, and her recovering from her fall this past summer. This summer she had a fall at work. She's still recovering from that, so she doesn't really trust herself on stairs yet. So yeah, I'm pretty tired, on top of my day job at the Escape Room. We're trying to get a new attraction up and running. And at the same time, we're prepping for our holiday pop-up room, which will be opening hopefully middle of next month. So, and when you're assistant manager, your boss is like depending on you to take stuff off their plate so they can get stuff done. But I also am, running rooms and stuff like that. So it's been it's been a lot. But as my dad used to always tell me, you'll never be given more than you can handle. You just don't know it yet. And I'm taking that in as much stride as I can. But I'm also learning to ask for help when I need it from people that I can ask it from. Which is not easy for me, because I'm used to having to do things on my own, not having somebody to rely on. I had to be very self-independent, self-sufficient pretty early in my life. My little sister was already looking at me for like, what do we do? And I'm like, 6? Because latchkey generation can probably relate to this. Mom had to go do errands because Dad was on a boat for like 18 months. So yeah, when you're the oldest, you've got oldest responsibilities. So, and not to mention we were in a foreign country, so Mom was like, I'm not comfortable going out and trying to figure things out when I have to keep my eye on 2 single-digit kids. So I had to help my little sister. If we were hungry or something, I was trying to help her figure that out, or she was having difficulty getting her lesson stuff together, because we were homeschooled for most of elementary school. So like I learned how to do like troubleshooting and stuff like that for that regard of that stuff. But so I'm still getting used to, you can ask for help, bro. But that's probably something that a lot of guys can relate to. We're used to like, yeah, it's just me. I've got myself. Honestly, I aim to change that though, because that's not how it should be. That's not how human beings are wired. I'm getting used to the idea of community. So, because, when you're a Navy brat, you get moved around a lot. But, there's actually some interesting feedback I got from a beta reader. Because I've been having some beta readers looking at Autumn for Nature Calls. Yeah, for those of you who weren't aware, Autumn actually is, like, I wrote Autumn. It's in draft phase though, so I'll even admit it's a draft. It's a manuscript, but it's a draft. And I was curious, like, how does it flow from the first two and things like that. And one of the things that the beta reader was saying is that she thought that some of the characters were speaking a bit too mature for their age, which I find a bit unrealistic considering the life that they've led. All of the characters grew up fast. Would you hurry up? Sorry, I'm on my way back to the apartment and I'm looking at other people driving. I'm like, what are you doing? But yeah, they've all grown up fast. Like, that's the entire point, is that their peers don't understand what it's like to have to be making grown decisions and think about, like, grown-up choices. In book 1, heck, Jake has to make a decision of like, hey, this is not an environment that is conducive to my best interest, my livelihood, and he actually has to move in with a family friend. Like, he has to actually leave his house because the house is not a good place to live, and his parents are they have to figure themselves out. Like, maybe we're the problem. Book 2, you've got, like, Chelsea's dealing with the fact that not only is she grieving the loss of a family member, because it's the first anniversary of her grandmother passing, but she didn't get to properly grieve because her body is attacking itself. These are struggles that teenagers go through, and they don't really I don't think they get the proper attention they need. I think a lot of stuff has been reduced to tropes and cliches, but these are problems that individuals face, and you might resonate with having to make choices like this or having to face something similar, but you might not have dealt with something this specific. However, these are things that I know people who actually went through things like this. Some of the things I went through. Heck, Jamie's talking about how she really wants, she really likes Jake, but she wishes that he would find somebody that won't make him wait, because she knows she's not in a place where she can be in a relationship, because her aunt taught her, like, hey, you've got to be okay first. And as much as she knows Jake wants to be there for her, she's like, I'll accept that friendship and that bond with you, but I can't give you anything, and I can't promise you anything. And that's something that I think some teenagers need to understand. And Jamie had to learn that young, because she already is dealing with major depressive disorder. Her mind is weighed down by things that other teens don't have. So I've hit my 10-minute mark here. But I guess what I'm wanting to share with you is that life comes with a lot of heavy things, and I'm not afraid to write about them. Until next time, though, be kind to yourself and to others. We're all traveling the same path in life, just in different vehicles and different speeds. And until the next time when we meet, Happy reading adventure.